Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we will be discussing Palantir Technologies, ticker symbol PLTR. Now, we will be discussing how Palantir could be a possible Bitcoin play and how they can be helping the IRS along with the US government in detecting Bitcoin fraud. So we'll be going over all that information a little bit later in the video. We'll also be going over their new contract with Clarify and how this will bring in $250 million of revenue in the future. So that will be very important for Palantir as well. We'll also be hitting on some technical analysis to help you guys better manage your trades on Palantir. So if you have any interest in Palantir, this is something that you are definitely going to want to stick around for and hear more about. But before we get into any of that information, if you guys enjoy this content, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos. And I also have my Discord linked down below. If you want to join a community all about trading and investing, go ahead and use that link. But I also have my Webull linked down below as well, where if you sign up, put in $100, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600, guys. And I get some free stocks as well in that process. So that's a good way for you to support this channel, as well as get some free stocks for yourselves. But with that being said, let's get right into this video. Okay, guys, we are here on the daily chart here on TradingView for Palantir, and what we are seeing is some pretty massive dips that we are getting after the demo day event that happened 2 days ago. So this is all to be expected, however, and we called this out actually on this channel. So what we expected to see after the demo day event and during the demo day event is to get a rejection. So we either called it out either here on the 50 EMA, or we were going to look for it to be here at around $26.72 at our key resistance level there. And what we are expecting to see because of this sell-off event is that people were looking to lock in some gains off of the increase in the stock price from this event. And what we saw is this huge bullish candle coming all the way up to around $25.60 leading into the event. And what that was price was already being valued as the good news was coming out for this event. So all that event news was already in the stock price leading into the event, and there was only room to go down. As we saw here, there was not a lot of room on this empty wick for price to go up. We saw price wick up to the 50 EMA and then harshly reject off of it, coming all the way down to $23.75. And then what we saw yesterday is for this to continue down, people continue to short this stock, and we came all the way down to our support level here at around $23.06. And now this is a very key support level. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now 6 empty wicks rejecting out of this area. So that is a very key rejection zone as a support for Palantir at $23.06. And now what we are seeing is price coming back up, rejecting off this. We got to close at around $23.15 to come back. And now we are retesting this support level that we have here at $23 and about 4 cents. So that is the new support that we'll be testing, and pre-market we are looking to open at around $23.11. So something else we should continue to monitor as this 50 EMA comes down, we will continue to use this as a resistance line. So as this comes down, we will hopefully get a break above it, and then we can use that as a support. Something else we should monitor is this RSI indicator, and we are right in the middle. So we are not overbought or oversold in this area. We are right in the middle. So that is something we should continue to monitor as well if price does continue to move down as well. Alright, guys, let's get into some recent news with Palantir, and let's get into their recent contract with Clarify. So if we come over here, we can see Clarify to deliver AI/ML algorithms on Palantir's data management platform for U.S. Army's ground station modernization. And now we discussed earlier that this contract could get up to $250 million, which would be a huge revenue source for Palantir. We also see here that Clarify, a leading AI lifecycle platform provider for managing unstructured image, video, and text data, announced today that it has partnered with Palantir to deliver its artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms on Palantir's data management platform. This effort is part of the first phase of the U.S. Army's ground station modernization in support of its tactical intelligence targeting access node known as the Titan program. Palantir was awarded a Phase 1 project agreement through an Other Transaction Agreement, OTA, with Consortium Management Group, Inc., CMG, on behalf of Consortium for Command Control and Communications in Cyberspace. During the first phase of the initiative, Clarify is supporting Palantir by providing object detection models to facilitate the design of a ground station prototype solution. Now, this first phase will earn Palantir around $8.5 million, but over the next 5 years, they can increase this from $8.5 million to about $240 to $250 million, guys. So that is a huge amount of revenue for Palantir. We also have some words here from the Clarify's CEO, and he says, by providing our computer vision AI solution to Palantir, Clarify is helping the Army leverage spatial high-altitude aerial and terrestrial data sources for use in intelligence and military operations, said Dr. Matt Zeiler, who is the CEO. The partnership will offer a turnkey solution that integrates data from various sources, including commercial and classified sources from space-to-ground sensors. In order to target with great precision, we need to be able to see with great precision, and that's the objective of this program, said Lieutenant General Robert P. Ashley, Jr., U.S. Army. The Titan program unifies ground stations to connect intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance sensors from all domains to accelerate communication and decision-making. And this will be very, very key for Palantir, is to help them get all of this data and then make decisions based on that data. Now, I think this is very bullish news for Palantir because a lot of naysayers of Palantir only think of Palantir as getting contracts with governments related to the pandemic. However, with this contract, they are showing that they can use their technology to do other things outside of the pandemic related contracts. So in my opinion, this is a very bullish contract for Palantir to receive. But that is just my opinion, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So everything I do and say on this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please do your own trades based off your own due diligence. But again, just to reiterate, I believe that this is very bullish because it shows Palantir can get outside of those pandemic related contracts and get revenues from other contracts as well. With that, let's get right into why Palantir could be a possible Bitcoin play and how they'll be helping the IRS and possibly the US government detect some Bitcoin fraud. So if we come over here, we can see Chairman Thiel hints that Palantir could rein in Bitcoin. Last week, Palantir Chairman Peter Thiel claimed that he is a Bitcoin maximalist while simultaneously warning about the threat that Bitcoin poses to the dollar's position as a reserve currency. While there is no publicly disclosed link, the program and Palantir, the IRS, is scanning Bitcoin transactions under Operation Hidden Treasure. The IRS uses Palantir to find tax evasion. Palantir's data governance technology could provide a privacy-balanced compliance solution to Bitcoin in more stringent regulatory environment that would cement Bitcoin as an open-source alternative to the digital yuan. So if we come down here a little bit further, we can see that earlier this week we discussed how and why Bitcoin could become a new reserve asset in an article that opened with a quote from Palantir chairman and venture capitalist Peter Thiel just a few months later. It now seems that Bitcoin is in the process of becoming a reserve asset, with several major companies adding Bitcoin to their treasuries. And they have a list here, and they have huge companies such as Tesla, Square Inc., Coinbase. All of these big companies are using Bitcoin as a reserve asset, and we see a lot of companies hedging against inflation using Bitcoin. So there is a lot of popularity in doing this, and it is only growing. But you may be wondering to yourself, why is Palantir and the IRS related in this situation? So if we come down here a little bit further, we can see Project Hidden Treasure. So in March, an executive director at the IRS disclosed a program known as Operation Hidden Treasure. While speaking at a tax conference, this program is headed by an emerging threats mitigation team inside of the IRS's Fraud Enforcement Office. And this is a direct quote saying, "These transactions are not anonymous. We see you," which in my opinion is pretty intimidating and a little scary regarding that from the IRS. You never want to hear that from someone at the IRS. But if we continue with this, it's worth noting that Palantir has been working with the IRS since 2013, a relationship that expanded in 2018. Specifically, Palantir helps the IRS target tax evasion, While there has been no public disclosure that Palantir software is involved in Operation Hidden Treasure, it certainly raises eyebrows to see Palantir's chairman advocating for Bitcoin maximalism and at the same time suggesting that it could be a financial weapon that the government needs to take a closer look at. So this is very, very interesting and also very opinionated in this article as well. But it is very interesting that Palantir and the IRS already have a working relationship in discovering tax evasion since 2013. So we already know there is a bit of relationship between the two parties, and the IRS is looking to get into some of this Bitcoin fraud, and they could be using Palantir's technology to detect some of this fraud. There will be tons of information, all of this data related to this, and they will need to scour this data to find where people are evading taxes, and they could use Palantir's technology to help them do this. And with them already having a working relationship, this seems like the perfect synergy between the two parties, between the IRS and Palantir. And this is something that could also add revenue to Palantir if they keep this working relationship with the IRS and help them detect some fraud related to Bitcoin. So I think this is very bullish news for Palantir and something that would definitely need to keep our eye on for the future. But that is all the information that I had for you guys today on Palantir. If you guys enjoyed this content and you found value in it, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos, and I also have my Discord link as well as my Webull link down below if you would be interested in any of those. But as always guys, I hope you have an excellent day, get some gains in the market, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.